All right. Weather Whiz Wednesday. Still a little bit of a technical difficulty there, but anyways, I'm still looking for more weather questions. I asked you last week. I got some great ones. We'll get around to those, but I still need more. You could either email me or email me a video, weather@newscenter1.com. Ask me your question. I'm opening it up to anything weather related. All right, here's our question for the day. Weather Whiz Wednesday.
Hello, Brian. I'm 12 years old from Ireland, and I'd like to know what the difference is between a hurricane and a tornado. Thank you.
Well, Tressa, thank you very much for emailing me your question. What is the difference between hurricanes and tornadoes? She even said thank you, and she's from Ireland. I like that little accent there. But they're actually two very different types of storms. One is tropical and one is land-based. So they really don't have a whole lot in common as far as the difference between the two of them. But I'll try and break it down for you. I made this cool graphic. Obviously, the one on the right is a hurricane. The one on the left, a tornado. So to start off, like I said, a hurricane is a tropical storm and a tornado is land-based. Now, we're talking a tornado is a very isolated storm. Think of a very tight center of low pressure. This would come out of either a squall line or a type of thunderstorm, but the best tornadoes you get, well, not the best tornadoes, the most powerful tornadoes you get come out of supercell thunderstorms that have rotation in the middle, whereas a hurricane is a much deeper center of low pressure, much more widespread, and has several storms embedded in it. Now, as far as the size of the two, hundreds of meters, maybe half a mile to a mile wide as far as a tornado width goes, but as far as a hurricane, we're talking hundreds of kilometers. Now, we're also talking about the time span of these. Tornadoes could touch down and go right back up. They could last a matter of minutes, even hours at some times, but hurricanes, we're talking a matter of days as far as the length of them finally weakening once they lose the source of their energy, the warm water. And as far as the strongest tornadoes, we have EF5 tornadoes. That is anywhere on the Fujita scale, 200 miles per hour plus, and a Category 5 hurricane would have winds stronger than 157 miles per hour. Both of these, although they're very different storms, there is catastrophic danger and damage coming out of these. So I get cool graphics every now and again, so let's talk about hurricanes. Which quadrant of a hurricane is the worst? Well, let's find out, shall we? Like I said, a hurricane is a very intense, deep center of low pressure. In the northern hemisphere, we have the counterclockwise rotation around it. And then the way we break it down is we look at the four quadrants of the hurricane. Front right quadrant of the hurricane, the maximum hurricane impact. This is your strongest winds. And the funny thing is, hurricanes often produce tornadoes. Back in 2004, Hurricane Ivan produced 117 tornadoes. But this is where you're going to see your water spouts and your tornadoes. Front left, significant storm damage. The storm surge, I should say. Think back to Hurricane Katrina. The storm surge is what wiped out most of New Orleans. Back right, significant wind event there. And then the back left is the weakest region. But of course, we're dealing with the hurricane. It's still very dangerous. So, Teresa, I hope that helps answer your question. And you win a family 4-pack of tickets, 4 tickets, 2 drinks, 2 popcorns to the Elks Theater.